Hey everybody, this is Matt and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching. I just finished up a video where I was pressing some frets into this neck through blank, and this video is part of my Patreon and YouTube member exclusive online training program that we started in 2025. And I was pressing the frets into this fretboard here. And I thought, I just got some new tools from my buddy Jay Edwards and Stuart McDonald. And I've had a lot of people ask me, hey, where'd you get that hoochie fret press? So I thought I should do a video and let you guys know about the new stuff from Stewmac and my buddy Jay Edwards. But before we get started with that, if you have any interest at all in the online training that we're doing right now, the first one is I'm making a neck through SG, and it's actually really cool. You can follow along at your shop and build the same guitar I am, or you can just watch if you like. Anybody who is a member at any level gets full access to all the videos. And we also do like live Q&A videos every once a month or every 2 months. But there's a video out, and like I said, the last one was pressing some frets into this fretboard here. And there's some cool stuff that I want to show you guys. So I've been a longtime supporter of my buddy Jay Edwards and his Fractal fret press. Now don't worry, I'm going to show you guys close-ups of all the Fractal fret presses and the different variations and the new stuff that you can get from Stewmac. So that's kind of the whole point of this video, right? Jay sent me some new examples, and he was telling me that he's partnered with Stewmac. So he's going to be making these Fractal fret presses, and Stewmac's going to be distributing them. So happy meal for everybody, right? I mean, that's a win-win. But you might have been like, cool, Matt, what's a Fractal fret press? Well, let's say you have a fretboard that is, in this instance, a 12-inch radius. Well, the Fractal fret press call presses in the frets to the exact radius of the fretboard. In this case, a 12-inch radius. Now, what if you have a 7 1/4 inch radius? No problem. The Fractal fret press will fractalate onto the fractalate. That's not a word. It will articulate onto the board at exactly the right radius. You see, I don't know if you can see it there. Like I say, I'm going to show you guys some close-up video here, but you can actually see it. It actually presses in, and it's perfect every time. Where this really gets cool is if you're doing a bunch of different necks and they're all different radiuses, you don't have to go searching for clamping calls, or fret press calls. You just use the Fractal fret press. Or if you have a conical radius, because as you guys all know, a conical radius would be, let's say, 10 inches right here at the first fret, and say, for the sake of conversation, 16 inches at the 24th fret in this instance. Well, what is it at the 7th fret, or what is it at the 15th fret? It's somewhere in between 10 and 16. With the articulating Fractal fret press, boom, you don't have to go searching around and looking for the exactly right call, or even worse, pressing in a fret with the wrong size call and have it not seat all the way. That's what's really cool about the Fractal fret press, okay? Now, I have been using the Fractal fret press for a long time. I think you guys have probably seen some videos of me using it, but I'm not the only one. Like, I think Sir Guitars uses these, and I'm sure a lot of other people use these Fractal fret presses because, again, I'm not super smart, right? It's just, I saw this cool tool and I ordered one, and I got it, and the second I got it, I ordered 2 more. Why did I order 2 more? So I got a couple more here, right? Yeah, okay. Because in our workshops, it is very, very handy to have everybody use their own fret press and use their own Fractal fret press. That way, if somebody has a conical radius, or a 10 or a 12 or something like that, we don't have to go monkeying around and changing out fret press calls and finding the right one. And so the Fractal fret presses are super, super cool, okay? So then Jay partners with Stewmac, and he's like, hey, I want to send you some post-production samples, and I have them right here in my hot little hand. They're available from Stewmac right now, and if you use the code in the description below, or if you use the link in the description below rather, I get a little taste. Doesn't cost you any more. All the discounts still apply if there are any discounts. But if you just follow the code in the description below to Stewmac from Texas Toast, it's kind of like you telling them that your old buddy Uncle Matt sent you, even if you don't talk to anybody there. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is show you guys what these guys look like. There's some changes from the OG unit here to what I have been calling the Mark II Mod 1 and the Mark II Mod 2, and I'm going to show you what those are like, and I'm also going to show you which one I think you should buy and why it's the Mark II Mod 2, and what, but they're not calling them that. These are just names that I came up with for them. So let's move the camera. I'm going to show you what all the Fractal fret presses look like. I'm going to show you, point out some of the differences, and tell you why you guys are going to want some of these. All right, so here are all of the Fractal fret presses that I have in inventory right now. Now, I guess I spoke too soon because the OG unit here, these were the two of the ones that I bought, and then I actually had Jay do a kind of a custom engraving for 5280 Lutherie Academy right here. He was able to do that for me. But you can see on the spuds here, they're slightly different. So this might be Mark 1, Mod 1, and Mod 2. However, I don't know this one. Maybe this is Mod 2 and this is Mod 1. I'm not 100% sure which of these models here is which variation. But as you can see, these are my original three Hoochie fret presses from the Fractal fret press. And as you can see, it fractalates and articulates, okay? And it rides exactly perfectly right onto your fretboard, okay? So like I was saying, Jay partnered with Stuart McDonald, and the new units are a little different. This one here is it's very much like the OG one, except it's been beefed up in some areas. I'm going to show you that. And then there's this guy right here, and I have been calling this the Mark II Mod 2. And again, I'm not sure, that naming convention is just my own personal thing. It's not what Stewmac uses yet. Okay, so let's talk about the differences between the OG units and the new Stewmac Fractal fret press. As you can see, it's the Mark II Mod 1 is very, very similar. Let me get it in conjunction here with the original. Okay, one of the things that you can see that they've done is they've added a steel. This piece here is now steel as opposed to brass on the OG unit, and that just strengthens it up a little bit. The other thing I want to point out is, let me see if I can get this in the camera here. Okay, come on, OG unit. As you can see, these, wait. Okay. As you can see, on the OG unit, these screws here are all the same size with the bigger unit in the middle. On the Mark II Mod 1, there's three different size screws. These smaller ones on the bottom, the medium ones on the top, and the bigger one here at where the yoke actually holds the whole shooting match. So I believe that this Goldilocks screw in the middle right here was beefed up quite a bit, and that's just going to strengthen the whole unit for you. Okay, now on to the Fractal Fret Press Mark II Mod 2. Basically, what we have is the lower portion of the OG unit, or the Mark II Mod 1, and it has been attached to an all-steel block. Okay, so all the same fractalating, okay, that the OG unit had, but this time, let's get it in the camera here. That's distracting, my board feed there. This time, the unit fits in this yoke that you get from Stewmac. This one's probably 20 years old, that you already have. Okay, so here's the regular, like this, in this case, this is a 12-inch call right here, and this is the new Fractal fret press that fits inside your fret press call that you probably already have. And you might be thinking, well, gosh, Matt, why would I want this if the other units are available? Well, there's a handful of reasons. One is, even on the new one, you have a screw and a bolt here. Okay, you have a bolt and a nut. This eliminates one of those, one pressure point. Okay. The other thing is, I think that if you only wanted to use the Fractal fret press for, say, conical radius guitars, you could leave, say, let's say you did a lot of 12-inch radius. You leave your 12-inch radius call in there, and then when you're doing a conical radius, you switch it out and you go to the Fractal fret press, and that's a good thing. It's just this one little Allen set screw here, and they fit right in. Now, Stewmac, if you're listening, I have been drilling a hole in my my standard fret press calls so that this set screw here has a place to live. It makes it easier. I don't have to get it so tight that it strips it out. So what I will probably do on this one is drill a hole for this little set screw to live. Okay. Other than that, it's taller. Okay, so let's assemble these here. So you can see with the spud here in the your press, the unit that fits in the Stewmac kit is probably almost an inch taller than the OG unit or the Mark II Mod 2, and that's handy if you have a very big arbor press. Okay. So I hope I had my camera angles right and stuff was mostly in the center and it wasn't off to the side or out of focus or something. But I've had to make this video a couple times because the first time through it was like wah wah. I'm not a video guy, videographer, right? I'm a guitar builder making videos, not the other way around. But I want to say thank you to Jay Edwards and Stuart McDonald for sending me both the Fractal fret press. Again, I'm calling it the Mark II Mod 1 and the Mark II Mod 2. Full disclosure, these came for me. They sent these to me, okay, for me to try out and make a video for. And I haven't used the Mark II Mod 1 yet because it's mostly like the 3 other Fractal fret presses that I have. It's just a slightly beefed up version. However, in my Patreon exclusive video, I did press in frets with the Mark II Mod 2, and I like it a lot. The first time I saw it, I'm like, why would you want that? And then I used it, I'm like, okay, yeah, it actually makes a lot of sense. So there's a lot less brass in this, there's a lot more steel. It's a beefier unit. If you had none, this is the one I would say get. Provided you already had this guy, okay? If you don't already have this Stewmac thing, which you should, but if you don't have that and you don't have any Fractal fret press, maybe get the OG or or in this case, the upgraded OG unit, the Mark II Mod 1. Okay, so I hope that this answers some questions that you might have had about where did Matt get those cool Fractal fret presses, and is fractalate a word, and how can I get mine, and how can I do this so Matt's channel gets some recognition. All right, so again, if you use the link in the description below, it'll take you right to Stewmac. You can find the Fractal fret press there. Anything you buy, like I said, I get a little taste of, doesn't cost you anything. Thank you again to Jay Edwards and Stuart McDonald for being sponsors of TTG and 5280 Lutherie Academy. They're very kind with all the good things that they send us, and we love the Fractal fret press, and we love all the tools that we get from Stewmac. Okay. If you guys want to watch our exclusive members only video series on building a neck through SG, like I say, you go to Patreon or join us on YouTube and you can watch along. Even for the lowest amount, you get access to all the videos. I guarantee you that the next time we do it, the very lowest amount of money won't get access to everything, okay? But this time you get access to everything. And again, we're doing a neck through SG. So I hope that is totally clear. I love the fractal press. I like to say fractalating. And so until next time, guys. Well, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I might be able to answer some of them. However, Jay might be watching, and the guys from Stewmac might be watching too, and they might be monitoring the comment section. If you have a question that I can't answer, of course, I will pass you off to Stewmac or Jay Edwards, and they'll bring you up to speed. But again, I do have quite a bit of experience using these, so let me know what you guys think. And until next time, this is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you that if you're so smart, start your own YouTube channel. That's what I did. We'll see you next time. Have a great week, everybody.